Hello everybody, welcome back to the Fan League YouTube channel. I've got Stephen Howson here with me. We're going to talk about a bit depressing this one, which teams are most likely to get relegated. It's probably the most congested bottom half of the Premier League that we've ever seen in terms of that distance between those teams. I think 9 teams, there's 8 points between them in the bottom half.
From 12 down is...
Yeah, hang on, where are we? So 8 points. So Everton in 9th have got 28 points, and Swansea, who are bottom, have got 20 points. So it's madness. And then obviously the rest of the guys, there's a huge gap from there onwards.
One win's massive, isn't it? One win down there is huge.
Yeah, and we saw that with Swansea City getting a win at home against Liverpool. I don't think anyone called that. I bet there's a lot of people just waiting for their accumulator to finish with that guaranteed win from Liverpool, and it got absolutely ruined by it.
It's the most Liverpool thing ever at the moment, is it? That they've got the ability to do what they did against City, but that shows you how far away they are from being a finished article when they can't put what's a relatively straightforward win away.
It's been the same story, isn't it, with them for quite a while, actually. Certainly during the Klopp era, they just don't seem to beat those sort of lesser sides. But we're going to pick the 3 teams that we think are going to go down, and I think we've kind of got the same kind of feeling on most of them. So first up, I think we both agree on this. Despite that win against Liverpool, and despite only being 3 points off getting out of the relegation zone, it kind of felt like they were dead and buried. I still think Swansea City are going to get down.
They have picked up a few points lately, but yeah, I think you've got to say they're down. They're not down, but I think they're the least equipped to climb out of the hole that they're in. I think, especially I'm a big fan of Tammy Abraham up front, but he's not enough on his own. Yeah,
I think a lot of the responsibility goes down to Wilfried Bony. He's obviously, he's a good player. He has scored goals at Swansea.
He's not. Yeah, now at the moment the player he isn't the goal scorer. He's not that Jermaine Defoe sort of goal scorer, is he?
Drag you out, no. And I think it's Carvalho said that he needs to be 100% before he can even play. So that's a doubt for them. They need. I think if you've got those two up front, then that does give you a bit of a chance. Under Clement, he was able to come in and change their defence a little bit and get them to stop conceding goals. But I agree with you. I think there'll be, like there has been with all these managers, a bit of a bounce and then a bit of a plummet, unfortunately. So I think we've got Swansea City going down. Second, do you want to go first? West Brom you've gone for.
Yeah, and I'd be glad. I know it sounds awful. Sorry, any West Brom fans watching. I hate Pardew.
Yeah, I don't know anyone who's a massive. Has anyone come out and said
Pardew's a massive fan of Pardew?
Yeah, true. Yeah.
But I don't know anybody else who's a big fan of him. No, I think that appointment annoyed me. As much as Crystal Palace's appointment annoyed me, that's the opportunity for people to get in some fresh ideas, and it's just the same old tired shit that's not worked in the Premier League before.
I think the fear of taking that kind of risk is probably what stopped them doing.
And that's why I hope they go down.
Yeah, fair enough. 20, I think it was 21 games before they got a run, sort of 21 games winless. He able to win a couple of weeks ago, got a draw against Everton, so slowly kind of turning the ship around a little bit. But they're on 20 points as well, so joint bottom. I think what I see with them is a bit like Sunderland, where after sort of 3 years you saw a squad that a lot of those guys I think were just beat up. They were just tired from battling. And I think with a lot of the players that West Brom have got, I think they're going to be 17th or lower. So I think they could maybe just sneak out of it.
They'll struggle with that side in the Championship as well, to be honest.
Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah, QPR played Middlesbrough at the weekend, and they, you looked at that team who were playing Brighton at the weekend in the FA Cup. That's a better squad than Brighton's. So yeah, you're right. It's going to be difficult for them. My second bottom team, I'm going to go for Huddersfield. I think everyone wants them to do well. I understand that. I do as well. My boss is a Huddersfield fan, so I could do without them going down. But I just can't see where the goals are coming from with them. And I think there's a lot of endeavour and hard work, but I just don't think that's enough. I think most of their goals have come in the first half of games. They've often been, they've surprised teams. But I just think,
us.
Yeah, but I just don't see the goals. I don't know where. When Tom Ince is your guy, I don't think that's enough, and I think they're slowly going to slip down and not be able to claw themselves out.
I'm a big fan of what he's doing, Wagner, and for that reason alone, I'm inclined to want to see them stay up, and this is clearly clouding my judgment.
Yeah, that's hard, I think.
I don't. I just think my second choice. My second one. I think he's got to be West Brom over them.
Okay.
I think.
So Huddersfield staying up, or who's in the third?
The third one. I think Southampton got enough about them. Just.
I agree.
Stoke, it's too early to call on their new gaffer to know what he's going to do, but they've got the worst goal difference out of all of the teams in the bottom, I think.
Crucial next 5 games for them. I think they played Bournemouth, Watford, West Brom, I think, as well.
So if
all
they can pick
winnable
points.
games, yeah. Then they've got their horrible games after that. So they've kind of pressed the turbo boost new manager button right at the right time, I think, with him, with Paul Lambert. So I think it'll be okay.
Which leaves us really, I think it's probably Brighton.
You're going to go with Brighton. See, I'm going to go Newcastle United due to the fact that of the reason that they went down last time.
Instability, all over the place,
absolutely. Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if Rafa Benitez got to a point where he walked away if he didn't get the funds because I don't think he wants that relegation on his CV. The first one everyone can forget because it wasn't because of him. But doing it again doesn't look good. A couple
of years under your belt at a club and then taking them down again
doesn't look good. I mean, that's down to the squad that they've assembled there, which isn't good enough. They're invested enough, and I just think that bubble that is Newcastle, the pressure that comes with them playing for them, I think it could. And the squad's not good enough for me. So I think whereas Brighton, they'll be urging them on.
But I think their squad's better than Brighton's, and I think that's another paper thin squad that I think is probably just not equipped for the Premier League, I think, unfortunately.
Brighton. Yeah. I think both teams struggling to score goals. I think Brighton have got better defence, but I just think the pressure's going to tell, and I think Newcastle will be the third team to go down. So that's what we think. What do you guys think? Let us know in the comments below. Which are your 3 teams that are going to go down this season? Hit that like button if you've enjoyed this video. Check out our predictions videos for Game Week 24. We'll see you very, very soon.
Download the app and join today.